Hello there, it is Pete over at the Sampleist, and today we are checking out Ethera Odyssey by Stefano Maccarelli. Quite a few years ago, Stefano Maccarelli released the first Ethera Gold library featuring the exquisite vocals of Clara Sorace. Now this series features a variety of vocalists performing in many different styles. From incredible power to intimate emotion, the Ethera Gold series continues to grow release by release. Ethera Gold Odyssey is the latest instalment, which features the angelic voice of Sara Mueller on a celestial journey. With a newly designed deep legato engine, 2 distinct legato, a vocal synth engine, phrases and much more, Ethera Gold Odyssey is another impressive entry into the long-running series. Ethera Gold Odyssey downloads at just over 7 GB and it runs in the full version of kontakt 6.7.1 or better. It sells for $76.45 on intro, and if you have any other Ethera Gold instruments, there is a further 20% off. In this video, we are going to check out the sounds and functionality of Ethera Gold Odyssey, and then I've thrown it into the composition challenge. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Stefano Maccarelli for sending over a copy of Ethera Gold Odyssey so we can make this video. Stefano did send this ahead of time, so I've had plenty of time to get used to the library and work with it. While we do get the instruments for free, please note it doesn't in any way influence our thoughts, ideas or judgments. We are just working composers giving you our insights. So without further ado, let's go on an Odyssey. Here we go, we have Ethera Gold Odyssey loaded up in the full version of kontakt 8. As you can see, there are 26 different presets, so lots to get through. We're going to start off with the angelic true legato. Sounds absolutely beautiful. If I use the mod wheel, that will control the dynamics. And then the velocity is absolutely fantastic. Between 1 and 70, I believe, it will play the true deep legato, which is a new legato for this library. And if we play between 70 to 127, we will get different syllables put into the legato transition. So I'm going to do a combination of the two. Absolutely gorgeous, incredibly expressive. The key switches will switch the articulation. So we've gone from the A to the legato. Beautiful. The controls, lots of different controls. We've got attack, volume, release. You can adjust the legato transition length, so it's minus 300 milliseconds. You can go up to minus 100, so you get a more snappy legato. To be honest, when I was composing, I just set the negative delay of my track at minus 300 milliseconds, and it was just perfect. You can adjust the room, reverb and the expression, of course. And then we've got adaptive legato. There is a look ahead legato, which is not for live playing, it's when you're playing or during playback. The instruction manual for this library is absolutely fantastic. Very, very well thought out, lots of information. So I'm not going to delve too far into the controls. I just want to hear the sounds. So that is the angelic true legato. And then we've got the Odyssey true legato. And then syllables range 70 to 100. I just cut that off, that was my fault. So you can see when you sustain a note, you get different syllable performances. Absolutely brilliant. So I'm going through these with different key switches. I've got more of my groove then, which is really, really cool. Let's just play the R legato. Again, I absolutely love the fact the different velocities put these different syllables in. Very, very cool. So that is the Odyssey True Legato, and we've got shorts as well. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. And then we've got vocal phrases. Vocal phrases are, for me, one of the mainstays of the Ethera Gold libraries. So there are lots of different phrases. If I just go straight in with an F minor, and there's lots of different color keys going on. So let me just play the green first. So we've got different phrases going on, and then of course if I play one of the purple notes, we have a drone. Absolutely lovely. And then use the red keys for different key switches. So we're in F minor there. If we go to G, for example. And you can cycle through different phrases. Now, we've got phrases in a ton of different keys, and we've also got fifths as well. So different intervals going on there. Very, very cool. So lots of phrases. Then we've got the polysyllables expressive. So as you can see, every time I change a key, it changes the different syllable. You can randomize this. You can make sure there's nothing in there. You can adjust exactly what each one does. And I think this is the reset button, yeah, down here. Again, the manual, really, really useful. I learnt a lot. So again, you can create some really, really wonderful performances. And then we got the same, but in shorts. Absolutely love it. And then we've got Texture Designer. As you can see, I'm going through fairly quickly because there's quite a lot to go through. So again, do check out the Ethera Odyssey videos and the aforementioned instruction manual. Absolutely beautiful, and you can adjust the different layers as well. Very, very cool. And you can bring up an XY tab, adjust the space, as in the reverb, different macros as well. It's really, really cool. So you can create some awesome textures. I did use actually I used the angelic texture in the demo that appears later in the video. It is one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. And again, you can create your own textures there as well. And then we've got motion vocal. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to throw in some, was that G minor? It's absolutely gorgeous, really is. So we've got another motion vocal. You're not going to get those performances anywhere else. Absolutely brilliant. And then a next motion vocal. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then we have random syllables. Went a bit spooky at the end there, but fantastic. Melismatic. Very horror underscore there. We got quiet. Sorry, we got whisper syllables. Absolutely love it. We've got a choir texture. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Ethereal texture. Pulsing and syllables. Got some cool reverses going on there. And then got these Play Me in C minor. When I was learning the library, I kept calling them Just Play. I don't know why, but I did. But hey, so this is Play Me in C minor. And we have the same in D minor. And it doesn't mean you're limited to that key, by the way. So if I play in E minor, for example, it creates that dystopia. If I play in D minor, it sounds gorgeous. Lovely. Dystopic world. Has a filter on the mod wheel. We've got some reverses. Soft uh-huh. long O, or O. Short A, and I'm cutting off the reverb tail. This is reverb all out of the box, by the way. But yeah, these do sound gorgeous. I will not cut this one off. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have two more. We've got the desert. Which is a combined patch, and then the Castle. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, we have so much going on. I love all the hybrid synth work, the textures, absolutely gorgeous. And then obviously the different legato, the vocal phrases, we've got the shorts, we can create these wonderful sequences. There's a lot going on in this library, but everything that I've played just sounds incredible. Like, it's so well sampled and so well scripted and put together. The controls are incredibly intuitive. Absolutely wonderful sounding vocal library. And this takes us onto the composition. So I wanted to do something that showed off Ethera Gold Odyssey in different scenarios, should we say. So the intro for this one is all angelic. It's using the phrases and different legato. Absolutely lovely. And then the orchestration builds up. So it's a really, really simple composition. However, I wanted to show off a different approach to writing. So I'm using the legato to play the melody lines, but also I'm using different sounds in the background to fill out the orchestration. And then I have actually thrown in an Ethera Gold 2.5 legato. So that's a Clara Sorace legato. So you can hear the difference in sounds, but also behind that legato, there are some Odyssey vocals going on, as though I'm playing string lines, for example. And then everything comes together later on. And I think it sounds absolutely wonderful. So yeah, let's check out the composition and then I'll give you my closing thoughts. Here we go. It is closing thoughts time once again, and we're talking about Ethera Gold Odyssey from Stefano Maccarelli. I love this library. There's no two ways about it. It sounds amazing. It's angelic. There is so much content, so much variety, different ways that Sara Mueller's voice has been sampled and presented to us, and how playable it is. It's absolutely brilliant. It's more than just a vocal library. Obviously, we've got the different synths going on. I love the just play patches. Absolutely brilliant. It's a wonderful library. And as a whole, the Ethera Gold series is fantastic. You could argue it's everything that you need to make music, because you get so many different instruments, different synths, you get percussion as well. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. But what makes these libraries brilliant, apart from the care and attention that goes into making them and the sheer hard work, is the fact every library brings something new to the table. And that's what I love about Odyssey. It's so angelic. Obviously, it's a new vocalist or a different vocalist. And you just get all these different timbres and different performances. And in my composition, I wanted to show the library in a couple of different scenarios. So obviously the intro, that gorgeous, ethereal, angelic, for want of a better word, introduction, sounds great. We've got some phrases going on there. We've got different legato in the background. And then the legato takes over. Sounds brilliant. And a little bit later on, I did throw in an Ethera Gold 2.5 legato, which is Clara Sorace. It's one of my all-time favourite legato. But behind it, playing what I normally would have put on the violin, for example, was the Odyssey vocals, just creating these different lines. And again, it just gives this big orchestral composition arrangement, that angelic feel. And then at the very end, all the voices come together, and it just sounds like a symphony of vocals. But it's a lovely series. But like I say, it's a very versatile library, just thinking the many different ways that you can use it. Obviously, underscore video game, that's going to work incredibly well, and with orchestral music it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But for meditation music, for example, electronic music, again, it's going to just fit in beautifully there. It's a great library. If you're a fan of the Ethera Gold series, certainly pick it up. If you just need some very, very high quality vocals, pick it up as well. And of course, with all the cross grades going on, and there is, I believe, a bundle coming called the Divine Bundle, but I don't know much about that. I think it includes Atlantis 3.5 and Odyssey as well, so check that out as well, so you get a bit of everything there. All that leaves me to say is thank you once again to Stefano Maccarelli and Zero G for sending over a copy of the Ethera Gold Odyssey. If you like what you heard, feel free to leave a like on the video, and of course a comment. What do you think about these wonderful voices? Have you picked them up already? Will you be using them? Let's get a chat going. And then please check out our other videos on YouTube. We are approaching 500 videos now, which is absolutely crazy to think we've been going for just over 2 years. So thank you so much for that. And of course, please hit that subscribe button if you've not done so already. It's the best way you can support us. We don't have any kind of advertising deals or affiliate links. We are just a little independent channel in a big YouTube pond. I mix my metaphors there, but hey. Wonderful. So please prod that subscribe button. Until next time, keep making that angelic music, and we'll speak again soon.